Garcia.
And I'm Lauren Sanchez. A massive earthquake in China, the worst in 3 decades.
Buildings and schools collapsed. Thousands are killed. Thousands more missing under mounds of concrete. Jeff Michael kicks off all in 6 of them.
All they want is a good night's sleep. People living near the Bob Hope Burbank Airport no longer want it to be a fly-by-night operation. The rain will not stop coming down in the cyclone-devastated Myanmar.
But at last, some relief has arrived, and those stories and more as we see. 2 things are certain: death and taxes.
Now a state legislator is proposing what could be the death of the adult entertainment industry, a 25% tax. Hal Eisner and the street team with what some claim. Okay, if you're going to talk to your kids, you got to speak their language. So often, teenagers either forget to take their medicine or they were just kidding. Clever. Okay. Apparently they were really mad at me, the producers, because they gave me this story. So he's never scaled a tall building, but call singer Neil Young the new Spider-Man. The 5. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of it, but remember how it was so, now it's just devastation. Yeah, it's a disaster there.
Many of you are no doubt saying a prayer for the Lakers as they head into Game 5 of the troubled playoff series.
A class action lawsuit began today against the makers of vaccines, which some charge have caused autism in children. A Minnesota teen misses her prom night curfew, but as a result, she saves her neighbors from a house fire.
A little mix. Let's see. She saved some lives. You're still grounded.
Stop it. You're so tough on her.
No, I'm not.
Lighten up a little.
I'm a dad. I'm supposed to be tough. That's my job.
Good point.
I'm Rick Garcia.
And I'm Lauren Sanchez. Rescue troops have finally reached the epicenter of the Chinese earthquake.
They got there after hiking over roads blocked by landslides, only to find entire villages buried. Gigi Gracia.
Falling asleep at the wheel.
An elderly grandmother is fighting for her life tonight.
She was struck during her morning walk by a hit-and-run driver. Al Naipo and the street team. The feds say Bond's testimony hampered the government's doping investigation. Well, actor James Garner is recovering from what's being described as a minor stroke. Garner, who is aid cyclone may soon hit storm-ravaged Myanmar. Meantime, another shipment of aid from the U.S. has arrived there. But what's already in the country is not making it to those who need it most.
I'm glad.
I wonder what they did to deserve getting spit in their drinks. Nothing?
What makes you think they did anything wrong?
I don't know. Someone just doesn't spit in your drink, Rick. Maybe they were mean.
You sure
Not that you deserve to have your drink spit in.
You sure about that?
Customer's always right. Long before Lauren Conrad and Heidi Montag, the Hills were alive in Salzburg. And now you play, which I wonder if it was a paparazzi, by the way, because they are so aggressive, it's ridiculous. And I bet you she's like, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm not taking it anymore, Rick.
Well, she's the one that got hit, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He probably hit her because they're crazy.
All right. Skype is not hype. It's the coolest new way to communicate now. I'm Rick Garcia.
And I'm Lauren Sanchez. An outraged community offers $10,000 reward in the murder of a Gardena store owner.
But besides the money, unusually clear surveillance video may help ID the killers. Tony Valdez kicks.
The LAPD needs your help in finding a sexual predator.
They say the male suspect tried to sexually assault 2 young girls in 2 separate incidents. Michael Brownlee in the street. I'd like to live out there.
Yeah,
Man,
me too.
A lot of space. Gone from the presidential race, but still widely respected, John Edwards is throwing his support and influence behind Barack Obama.
The exquisitely timed endorsement taking some of the steam out of Hillary Clinton's victory last night in West Virginia. Hal Eisner on the campus. Actor Dennis Quaid and his wife are on a mission. The couple testifying on Capitol Hill today, hoping that what happened to their newborns doesn't happen to anyone else's babies. Ed Laskos brings us today's testimony.
Gone by 2050.
A man kills his family in Austria, but that's not even the most shocking part of the story. And President Bush pushes peace in Israel, even as rockets rain down several miles away. Those stories and more abroad, at least. Okay, I know that sounds funny, but parents should take responsibility for their children when they're under 18.
I agree.
Attention, Victoria's Secret. We know your bras are a turn on, but can they be turned on? Introducing the solar energy.
I think not.
Yeah, only a man would put strangely attractive on that, because a man had to stand
I didn't find those attractive at all.
It's music to his ears, only he doesn't have any. A man thing to say?
I don't know.
Hotter than hot?
Is he hot?
Maybe I could say that, but I don't.
Even more brazen sex predators appear to be on the loose in Chatsworth.
That's right. Police say they attacked 3 teenage girls this morning at Mason Park as Jane Yamamoto.
Marine found lying face down in a drainage ditch with a gunshot wound to his upper body.
A hiker making the gruesome discovery this morning in San Clemente. Al Naipo and the street team have the latest in backyards, shorting out electrical boxes and messing up all those computers. Poultry producers in America are chickening out, blaming higher feed patients. Massive urgent about this story, which you probably can't answer. Just try. Was it all men?
It just looked like it from that
Well, since
picture.
It's military academy, I guess you weren't paying attention to your own story. Chilling technology out of Japan. Zamboni.
That's right.
That's the funnest part of going ice skating. Well, these kids get a lesson in higher education. A Missouri woman was indicted today for using a bogus MySpace account to harass a teenage girl who subsequently committed suicide.
Any adult who...
I think Anne broke her heart for a minute, and then she got over it. She went together.
I used to produce a lot of the Foreigner albums that I used to listen to when you were a kid.
So we had a marriage, a proposal, we had a breakup, we got it all in
Had it all
My
covered.
Stars.
Oh, and your emails, tons of them. We have those when
Good
we come
ones,
back.
too. News.
So they do things different at that prom, and it's really kind of neat. They walk the kids down like a red carpet kind of a walk, and the minute they complete the walk, they immediately are frisked.
Are you serious?
They're patted down and put on a bus.
And you would know because...
Because my daughter was there, and boy, did I enjoy that. I loved every minute of it. I mean,
Just
the frisking
watching her
and putting
get-
them on the bus, and that because
it's
we
safe,
got
you
away
feel
with
good.
murder when we were in prom. Think about it.
No idea,
And-
right? And you're like checking your watch right now going, okay, is she back home?
yeah.
Okay, that brings us to tonight's email question. No matter how old you get there, Ricky, prom night memories, well, they never fade.
Well, maybe it was just a little later on.
A carnival ride collapses at a county fair outside Sacramento. 17.
California winemaking has died.
Robert Mondavi, who insisted that Napa Valley wines can compete with the best in the world, has passed away at the age of 94. Michael P.M. President Bush goes to the kingdom hoping against hope to stop skyrocketing gas prices. And Osama bin Laden has resurfaced again in cyberspace. Those victims. Government officials are also answering questions online from angry citizens demanding to know why thousands of schools that collapsed were not built to withstand earthquakes. Also, well, they rolled out the red carpet for an ice-cold guest of honor in Seattle today. Super tasty Copper River salmon.
Stars Dustin Hoffman and Angelina Jolie.
What's so interesting about Canada is it seems so grand when you see it on TV, and really it's a very small event, but just a lot of photographers.
I take it you've been there?
Yes. You gotta go sometime.
Love to.
Okay, here's a few hints about the Desperate Housewives 2-hour series.
The hair,
Everything
the makeup.
is for girls.
Well, I'm sorry, weddings are too. Let's be frank here for a minute. Guys, you just have to drag them along. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't drag my husband.
Guys have
along
different
to my wedding.
intentions when they go to prom than girls.
I did not drag
you
him.
go
I
to
just
junior
had to get
prom?
him drunk.
Oh, stop it.
See my point.
Yes, I
Last
did.
one,
At my
ate
sophomore, but yeah.
it in and out with great friends and started the